So we're starting to get some coverage. I figured around the fourth coat we'll have real good coverage. It's gonna start looking kind of like what I want it to look like. I'm gonna start seeing what I want to see. A lot of these chips are gonna start to fade. With another beautiful day the Lord has made. What's up, people? Well, back at it with another mod. Let's get this thing on. Ooh, what's going on, people? So, back at it with another quick mod to the car. You know, we got some things taken care of with the 300 under the hood. So got something in today that's gonna allow us to focus on some of the other pieces, right? So in one of the other videos I took off the God, what is this haze? Ooh, that's better. All right, so I took off the lower grill off the bumper because it's all chipped up, looking kind of rough. Matter of fact, let's go take a look at what I'm talking about here. It's looking kind of rough. And if you look at it, it's, you know, that's just from rocks and stuff like that. The shiny part looking kind of rough. And this thing is just dull. I want it to be shiny, right? So I have a plan. At first I thought about painting it black. My concern with painting it black is that back on the road it's gonna get chipped up. That could happen. So what I thought about doing is going with plastic dip. Let me tell you why. Plastic dip is gonna give me the look that I'm looking for. It's gonna give me that shiny black, right? That's gonna match the grill, but pretty close to it. But it's also going to give me a surface that's not going to get chipped by stones. Now, I already said I'm not going to be using this car as a daily driver. However, I live in the boondocks, way out here in the middle of nowhere around a bunch of trees. In order for me to get anywhere, it's going to require some driving, possibly highway or whatever the case may be. So, under that note, I would hate to get that thing painted just for it to get chipped up again. So my goal here is to experiment with the plastic dip and see if it gives me the texture, the look that I want, and the durability that I'm expecting from it. So it don't work. Something happened where it started doing something that I didn't expect to do. Well, I peel it off, take them suckers and go get them painted for real. Yeah, so that's where we are. So what I'm about to do now is going on to get these cans ready, cleared away so I have an area to work in, and get it going. Y'all, a couple of things that I do. So first of all, let's talk about what I went with. So in the stores you can find just the basic black plastic dip, and I didn't want that. I wanted the new one. So I went with the Hyper Black Hyper Dip. I've never used this before, so I ordered it. It felt like it took forever to come because of whatever's going on with COVID. So that kind of sucked, but it's no big deal. I have it now, and we're about to get going. So how do I prepare? So I took these things and I wiped them down really good with rubbing alcohol, so they're ready to go, right? All we got to do is start spraying. But how do we get the cans prepared? One thing I do is I do hot water, right? I put it in this little cooler. I let them things sit in hot water. I find that when I do this, it sprays so much nicer. It's a better spray pattern, smoother. It's not clumpy. When they're cold, I find that they come out pretty clumpy. So this is what I do. I'm probably do about 6 coats on these things, which I anticipate being maybe 1 can. I got 2 cans in there just in case. And I'm waiting right now for those things to sit. I let them sit for probably about 20 minutes in the warm water till they come up the temperature, and then we can start spraying. Eventually, I'm gonna, cause this is the regular stuff that's on this car right here. So we're gonna eventually peel all this stuff off of these, and I got 4 extra cans to do the Hyper Black on these wheels. I want to see how it comes out. I'm curious. Especially considering I'm still in between deciding what wheels I want. It's just not my favorite thing to do, so we're gonna figure it out eventually, nevertheless. But alright, man, so I'll get back with you guys when these things are about ready to go. Go and shake these cans up, start spraying. Alright, peace. So as you guys know, if you don't know, man, there's tons of videos out there, people plastic dipping all kind of vehicles and things like that. So you always start off with the first coat being a real light coat, right? And then after that, you can start layering in on a little bit of heavier coat as you go through. And in between each coat is 20 minutes. So I started the timer. We got 20 minutes going. And then once we get past that point, it's time for the next coat. And again, my goal is to do a minimum of 6 coats, probably do 6 or 8 coats, see how it looks at 6, and then we're gonna go from there. But I want to put a pretty decent amount on there, nice layered, so that that it lays real smooth, that it's hard to tell that it's something other than plastic dip. That's the goal, all right? Yeah. See you guys in a few.
It's a challenge, but it's not. It's a red line. I'll give you guys a top. Okay, how much is that thing starting? Let me look at my notes. Some notes. The red eye is starting at 75,797 horsepower. Top speed is 203. That's all. You go 203 and you get pulled over, man, you are going cruise. He's not lying to you. He's just gonna sit up and say, hey, get out the car. Yeah, right
now. Alright guys, so we got another coat on. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna go in between every coat. So we're gonna go ahead on and get these things sprayed out. I'll give you guys an update at the 4th coat. So this is where it's at right now. So we're starting to get some coverage. I figured around the 4th coat we'll have real good coverage. It's gonna start looking kind of like what I want it to look like. I'm gonna start seeing what I want to see. A lot of these chips are gonna start to fade away. So one thing I can say is that this stuff seems to spray pretty thin, much thinner than the other one, so it's a finer mist. That could be in part of me soaking it in hot water too. So, which is awesome. I mean, that means it's gonna lay on a really, really nice coat. So, I may end up with, I don't know, 8, maybe 8 coats. Probably 8 coats. So we're in a 20-minute window. Let this thing do its thing, and then I'll get back with you guys after the 5th coat. 5th coat. Yeah. Well, guys, we finished. And it's later than what I thought. I didn't get a chance to start as early as I wanted to, so that's what took things so long, and why we carried it all to after 10 o'clock to do this. I ended up putting on about 8 coats of the black, and I put on 2 coats of the clear, and this is what it looks like. I think it came out nice. It's got a nice shine to it. I think they're gonna look good on the car. So I know this is gonna be a quick video. I just wanted to give you guys something as I make progress. I'm not gonna group, just hold out. I'm trying to get as much content out as possible as I go through all these modifications. Got a lot I'm doing. So next, I don't know what I'm gonna do next, to be honest with you, but it's gonna be something, and it's gonna be something good. So I want you guys to keep looking out for it, and keep your ears open, man, because we just gonna keep on doing this thing, man. I got nothing but a bunch of mods. I don't have very many nothing videos. Don't spend a lot of time just talking to the camera. At least I try not to, without actually bringing something that I'm actually doing to the car, man. Try to keep my hands busy. If I'm not doing something on this channel, I'm doing something on my other channel, Feeling Creative. Hashtag Feeling Space Creative. I do a bunch of different stuff over there, everything from stuff around my property to cooking, you name it, man. I'm just can't say just a jack of all trades. This brother's a renaissance man. I'm trying to get it done and do a lot of different stuff. So, yeah, man, I'm not your average cat. On that note, remember, man, you guys are designed from greatness.